They are outnumbered this evening. Those Borussia Dortmund fans, one or two, obviously have friends in the home end, and nice to see mingling on such a grand occasion, because whatever your vantage point this evening, this is a big one. And there are nerves jangling, particularly in the tunnel, I would imagine, between the two sets of players. Many have been involved in plenty of these occasions in the past, but not often does the Klassiker come along with so much at stake in terms of the title race. Just 2 points separating them at the top of the table. The advantage at the moment is with Borussia Dortmund. This is not a must-win as far as they are concerned, but that, you just feel, is certainly the case for Bayern Munich ahead of the 100th meeting between these sides. 99 Bundesliga, the Klassikers have preceded this one. The
Dortmund team, but they're doing so well.
Thiago delivers, helped on by Lewandowski, who couldn't get a touch on it. Not a decisive one anyway. Gnabry in a dangerous position as well, but it was the best of clearances from Delaney. Lewandowski is in, early chance perhaps for Robert Lewandowski, but Berkey was out to smother. One or two of a Bayern persuasion think that might in the way of determining what Manuel
Well, you never know with Lewandowski. He goes down very easy these days. Look at the penalties together in the first game between these two.
Look at VAR.
But I think early on in these games, don't give the ball away. You've got to hook it on, give it height and distance. We've just got to settle down, those players in those yellow shirts, in a big
time. We've seen Dortmund in the Bayern half. Can they make it count? Royce, that's a wonderful pullback. And Dahoud, centimetres away from giving Dortmund the lead.
But he's got to score. He's got to hit the target. It's brilliant play. He seems in full control.
Kimmich getting on with it. Lewandowski.
Berkey on his toes.
Thiago delivers, and Hummels has scored to give Bayern the early lead into Klassiker. And how big a goal will that prove to be in the title race?
Well, they were warned early on. I've just said that. Got to be switched on. Got to be big and strong. And Mats Hummels missed with one just a few minutes earlier, which went wide. This time he makes no mistake. But poor defending from Dortmund. He's the main threat in the air. You've got to block him off. You've got to be strong. Nobody picks him up properly. Just strolls into that area. Gets up before everybody else. It's over there.
Pass Piszczek. Back into a really good area, and one that forces Delaney to scramble the ball behind.
Yeah, look very fragile at the moment.
Our mistake by Zagadou. Lewandowski is in. And Robert Lewandowski has scored Bundesliga goal number 200. And it might just be taking his current employers towards a title at the expense of his former club.
Absolutely, what did I say? It's a big game for Zagadou. He's made a couple of mistakes and got away with them. This time he doesn't. When you're playing against an experienced centre-forward like Lewandowski, you've got to be sharp in everything you do, mentally, physically. And Zagadou's been found wanting once again there. Berkey tried to get him out of trouble, but Lewandowski knocked it over his head.
Liga, and only Gerd Müller has got there quicker. Here he is again, Lewandowski, and he's been denied number 201 brilliantly by Roman Berkey.
Brilliant save from Berkey down to his right-hand side, but they're all over the place.
Thiago in, Müller's header, and but for Berkey, this game would be already all over.
That's a wonderful reflex save. But again, the marking's terrible.
Thiago. Hummels again. And Berkey saving Dortmund again. That is 3 excellent saves from the Dortmund goalkeeper. Otherwise, Bayern would be out of sight.
Yeah, it's a good save because it's bouncing in front of him down in that bottom corner.
What would be a 14th win in 60. Piszczek. Is there a response from Dortmund? Delaney. His was not the final touch.
I think it's
Coman. Lewandowski the target. And he won a header that he had more or less no entitlement to win.
I don't know if there was a little push in there from Lewandowski as well.
Helping it on its way. Alaba. Well, Hummels has been such a threat, not just from set pieces, but from open play as well.
Yeah, but what are they doing, those defenders from Dortmund? Akanji, Zagadou, Diallo, nobody's...
Muller, saved again by Berkey. Muller might get another opportunity. Lewandowski charged down, but there's the third goal. Bayern well on their way to all 3 points. What could be a decisive 3 points in the Bundesliga title race. It is Javi Martinez who has made it Bayern 3, Dortmund 0.
Well, it's been all one-way traffic since the first 5 minutes of this game. Complete domination from Bayern Munich, and that's a wonderful finish from a very underrated player. Javi Martinez does a great job defensively. He doesn't score that many goals, but I think that's his third of the season, and it's a wonderful finish. Game over.
To get worse from a Dortmund point of view, Muller. They are absolutely rampant, Bayern Munich. A fourth goal. Serge Gnabry has got it. A real statement from the champions that they are not willing to relinquish their title.
This is becoming embarrassing for Dortmund. No supporters. Look at them. They can't believe what's going on. They came here tonight with expectations, and they've just been blown away. Lucien Favre doesn't know what to do. Gnabry with the fourth. Lovely ball from Muller, but defensively all over the place. Here he is, Muller, back onto his left foot. Floated ball in.
We were on top from the word go. Hummels had them ahead on 10 minutes against his former club before Robert Lewandowski. Change for Borussia Dortmund at half-time, the least they require tomorrow. Absolutely obliteration. Closer to a first title since 2012. Instead, they are...
Yeah, you're absolutely right in what you say about Thiago, but if you give...
Muller. Gnabry. What a nuisance he's been. Goes behind off Delaney. Alaba has taken up a great position, just beyond the reach of Lewandowski.
Yeah, it's a wonderful play from Coman, and then the movement from Alaba puts that be there for that in Anfield.
Give the required account of themselves. They've made amends tonight. Dahoud looking to play it into the path of Royce, who was making his run from an offside position.
But I thought it was just a little bit of tightness there. He'd run it off, but they're not taking any chances. Contract, but here comes Wolf. Off goes Piszczek, who's just come back into the team.
Forward, cut out by Kimmich. Now Lewandowski, oh, he's reacted. Robert Lewandowski, yellow card apiece for Lewandowski and Delaney, but that was a rush of blood to the...
Yellow card, but you mustn't kick out like that, Lewandowski. Shaking the hands, which is good.
Really?
What a brilliant stadium. 75 Dortmund, they've been second best from first whistle until 73rd.
Be a target again as Thiago delivers. Muller lets it go. Gnabry looking to work.
3 now, sort of established himself in this team, but Martinez is going to come off. He scored that wonderful goal, didn't he?
Kimmich for Gnabry, who stayed on side. Lewandowski. You expected the neck to bulge. You expect that every time Robert Lewandowski gets a chance.
Yeah, I think he's saying it just back.
Which took him level with Gerd Muller all time. Very close to going out in front all on his own. And now he's won a free kick, Lewandowski. And there's a little bit of anger about the nature of that particular challenge, and Royce just urged to calm down. Thomas Muller, the man who recently went into top 10 all-time in terms of appearances for Bayern. For enthusiasm, not for him, I'm sure, but for his teammates as Renato Sanchez comes on to replace him.
But it just shows you how important taking chances in the big games are.
Well, their team is heading towards just a second defeat. Reminded them who the superior team are. And here's a chance for Lewandowski to make it 5-0. An absolute obliteration of Borussia Dortmund tonight by Bayern Munich. And Robert Lewandowski's 15th goal in Bundesliga the Classicers takes him beyond Gerd Muller's record. A devastating night for Bayern in the title race, a landmark night for Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, what a player. But you have to say, Gnabry does extremely well. He gets in behind, he could have shot himself here.
At the end of a completely one-sided contest from the minute Mats Hummels gave Bayern the lead against his former club. Another ex-Dortmund player, Robert Lewandowski, scored 2 landmark goals, strikes 2 for Javi Martinez and Serge Gnabry, but for one very early chance for